Good evening and welcome to this evening's edition of the Vision Root video blog. I'm your host Richard Urban. I'm coming to you from historic Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Tonight's topic is choose life, not death. The clear choice is for Donald Trump. I'd like to begin with a reading from the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30. Now, what I am commanding you today is not too difficult for you or beyond your reach. It is not up in heaven, so that you have to ask, who will ascend into heaven to get it and proclaim it to us so we may obey it? Nor is it beyond the sea, so that you have to ask, who will cross the sea to get it and proclaim it to us so we may obey it? No, the word is very near you. It is in your mouth and in your heart, so you may obey it. See, I set before you today life and prosperity, death and destruction. For I command you today to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, and to keep his commands, decrees, and laws. Then you will live and increase, and the Lord your God will bless you in the land you are entering to possess. But if your heart turns away and you are not obedient, and if you are drawn away to bow down to other gods and worship them, I declare to you this day that you will certainly be destroyed. You will not live long in the land you are crossing the Jordan to enter and possess. This day I call the heavens and the earth as witness against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now, choose life, so that you and your children may live, and that you may love the Lord your God. Listen to his voice and hold fast to him. For the Lord is your life, and he will give you many years in the land he swore to give to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That ends today's readings. As I said, the topic is choose life, not death. The clear choice is for Donald Trump. Okay, so as you know, yesterday was a vice presidential debate between Mike Pence and Tim Kaine. And one thing came out really clearly there that really, I believe, is a central issue, perhaps the central issue in this campaign, and that is the choice for life, i.e., Donald Trump is for life. He's not for abortion. And the self-righteous Mr. Kaine says, quoting Matthew, out of the heart speaketh a man's, out of the tongue speaketh a man's heart. Yeah, right, Mr. Kaine, you should know about that. There's no bigger liar than Hilary Clinton. Okay, let's look a little about the clear stance on these things, and what kind of person Hilary Clinton is. And, you can't leave out her husband, Bill Clinton, and she's been covering for him a lot. And that's her husband. So first of all, the clear difference in their stands. So Hilary Clinton is a huge promoter of Planned Parenthood. She's a big promoter of so-called choice, reproductive choice, and abortion, and Planned Parenthood. The people who love to sell baby parts. That's Hilary Clinton for you. And this is all in the guise of women's rights. Okay, well, I work with young people. I've worked since 1997 with young people at DC public schools. Let me tell you how the wondrous people who support, let me say this, reproductive choice, operate. Okay, so we'll encourage young people to use condoms. And since they won't use them all the time, they never do use them anywhere more than 70% of the time in any country, then when that fails, they can get an abortion from their local abortion provider, which often is Planned Parenthood. And in D.C., they're so enlightened that girls as young as 12 can get an abortion without parental consent. So that's how they're looking out for the welfare of young women. Oh yes, that's very enlightened. Well, that's a part about choosing death, not life. Not just the death of the baby, but how about the emotional death of that young person, even as young as 12, in the District of Columbia and other jurisdictions. So when I say choose life, I'm not only talking about the life of an unborn child. Did you know that over 100 people related to Bill and Hillary Clinton have mysteriously died under mysterious circumstances? Just recently, the person who was thought to possibly have leaked the emails about Hillary Clinton working against the Democratic National Committee, and Hillary working against, the Bernie Sanders supporters, stacking the deck against them. Oh, this person mysteriously died, along with over 100 other people. Well, so when I'm talking about choose life, I'm talking about literally choose people, who respect life on many levels, not just in the issue of abortion, but how about life, period? People like Hilary Clinton who aren't afraid to intimidate and threaten people. One of the guys who was said, or not said, said he had tapes of Bill Clinton visiting Jennifer Flowers. He was beaten nearly to death. And there's many, many other stories of the over 100 other people who mysteriously died. Remember Vince Foster, the White House aide? Okay. And then we have Bill Clinton. The almost 20 or around 20 reports of rapes, gropings, extramarital sexual affairs. Of course, everybody knows about Monica Lewinsky, of course. And how about Juanita Broderick now coming out even after, all these years of some 40 years almost, saying that she still can't forget the sexual assault of Bill Clinton. And how about the 26 trips Bill Clinton has logged with Jeffrey Epstein, the sex offender? He was convicted of obtaining sex from underage girls. In other words, underage sex slaves. So this is the kind of person you're dealing with, Hillary Clinton. So if you think that's your candidate, if you believe in a person who supports death, not just the death of babies, but even works actively to discredit, threaten people, and many people have gotten killed or died mysteriously surrounding these people. If that's the kind of candidate you want, wow, what can I say? Do you really know what you're voting for? The clear choice is Mr. Donald Trump. He's a man of integrity. He's a man of honor. He speaks things. He isn't a man of double speak, political speak. Sometimes he says things brashly. Sometimes he does. But nonetheless, he speaks truth. And he has treated his, workers well and his family well. And all these distortions by Hillary Clinton and all these campaigns. This is complete deceptions and lies. Absolutely. So when I say choose life, that candidate is clearly Donald Trump. If you can support a candidate who supports abortion, who says she supports women's rights and takes tens of millions of dollars from Saudi Arabia and Qatar, who hit 50% of her meetings while she's Secretary of State are with donors to the foundation, which gives very little money to charities, has that incredible conflict of interest, who deletes 33,000 emails. Oh my gosh! I have to say, honestly, during that debate last night with the vice president's debate, I had to cry out several times, liar, liar, pants on fire. So if you can support Hillary Clinton, good luck with that. Good luck. I'll take Donald Trump any day and 100 times. So I suggest, as it says in this biblical verse, choose life and avoid the doublespeak and lies of Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, and Tim Kaine and their associates. Incredible. That's I can see clearly also, as I said in my work, with you, how this whole game works. It has nothing to do with the welfare of youth. It's about political paybacks. It's about big money from people like Planned Parenthood or Merck Company, people like that. Those are people who make the HPV vaccine they push on young kids in D.C. It's about a culture of sex, a culture of death, literally. All the people surrounding Clintons who've been killed. And, of course, the culture of death of abortions. So, my candidate, Donald Trump, I hope it's yours. And I hope if you are any person who claims to be religious or even just a person of conscience, I don't see how you could even think about supporting Hillary Clinton. Do a lot of research on the topics I just spoke of. Well, I'm Richard Urban, and I'm talking about choose life, not death. Donald Trump is a clear choice tonight. I'm glad to have come to you from Harper's Ferry. Be blessed, and until next time, this is the Vision Root video blog. Good night.